I've worked for several different federal contractors, but I'm starting to lose sleep over what's happening at my current employer. The higher-ups noticed that the State Department's contracting officer never scrutinizes our invoices, so they started to add costs that I know are not justified. This has been going on for nearly a year, and I feel like I need to do something about it. But I'm also worried about what will happen to me if I raise the issue.
A few months ago, I got a new job at the State Department as an executive assistant. I love my work, but I'm worried about the actions of my boss. I noticed that the cost of his travel vouchers is inconsistent, and some of them were for days when he was on leave.
The Office of Inspector General Hotline is a clearinghouse for receiving and handling allegations of fraud, waste, abuse, mismanagement, or misconduct affecting Department of State and Broadcasting Board of Governor programs and operations. OIG's 24-hour hotline allows employees and contractors to report problems, anonymously if necessary, and help us in our efforts to ensure the agencies run as effectively and efficiently as possible.
Maybe I should call the OIG hotline. That might be a good place to start.
Hello, thank you for calling the Department of State Office of Inspector General's hotline. How may I help you?
Hi, I have some concerns about my supervisor's travel vouchers. If this is the right number to call?
If you want to report fraud, waste, or abuse, this is the right number to call. What are your concerns?
I think my boss might be filing false travel vouchers, but he's a senior executive. Can I file an anonymous report?
Yes, you can, but it may limit our ability to investigate the travel fraud and to follow up with you. You could instead request confidentiality, in which case we would not release your identity outside of the Office of Inspector General, except in the rarest of circumstances, if ordered by a court, for example.
But even if I request confidentiality, I'm worried that he will figure out who gave you the information and might try to fire me. Your poster says that I'm protected from retaliation. Can you tell me more about it?
Yes, the law protects federal employees from reprisal if they report a violation of law, waste of funds, or abuse of authority. Agencies are prohibited from taking a personnel action such as poor performance review, demotion, suspension, or termination because the employee disclosed the wrongdoing.
I may not have the detailed information about all his travel vouchers. What if I'm wrong about being improper?
You are protected from reprisal as long as you have a reasonable belief that the actions are improper, even if that turns out to be incorrect.
Okay, so if I decide to make a report, what is the next step?
Typically, an OIG employee will contact you to gather more information. After that, we will review the material you provided and determine if we need to investigate further.
If I do experience retaliation, will you also investigate that?
We will investigate the wrongdoing you report, and there is a separate federal agency, the Office of Special Counsel, that is charged with investigating reprisal against employees who are whistleblowers. It can help you enforce your rights.
Where can I find more information?
Please check out our website at oig.state.gov.
Thank you for your help.
I need to figure out what my options are to deal with this issue because continuing to lose sleep over this is not one of those options. There's a number I can call.
Hello, OIG hotline, how can I help you?
Hi, I'm an employee of a State Department contractor, and I know that my company has been padding invoices by overcharging the State Department for work we did not perform. Is this the correct office to talk to about it?
Yes, it is. You can report waste, fraud, and abuse to the OIG. How can I help you?
Before I do, I want to make sure that I'm protected. I don't want my employer to retaliate against me because anonymous is not always anonymous. People always seem to know.
This is true. Your concerns are valid. However, federal law prohibits retaliation against anyone for reporting fraud, waste, and abuse to the OIG.
Really? I thought that only federal employees were provided with protection, but not contractors.
As of 2013, the law has changed. Besides federal employees, now contractors, subcontractors, and grantees are protected by law for any reporting of wrongdoing to the OIG. You cannot be retaliated against or fired for reporting waste, fraud, and abuse to our office.
That's great to hear, but I need some time to think about what I want to do. If I do decide to file a report, what do I need to do?
You can call us back here at this number, or you can email us at oig.state.gov.
Okay, thanks for your help.
The two employees we've just heard from had the courage to report what they thought were cases of possible fraud, waste, or abuse at the State Department. If you find yourself in a similar situation, please contact the Office of Inspector General. You can call us or email us or find more information on our website. We often rely on information provided by whistleblowers to address serious wrongdoing and misuse of taxpayer funds. Being a whistleblower is rarely easy, but it is an important public service. Please consider doing your part to protect the integrity of the important work of the Department of State and the Broadcasting Board of Governors.